Hey, what's going on? It's Flying Frogman here, and today I decided to talk about some of the funny things that happened during BMT and funny stories that went on during BMT. And starting off, we have this concept called the wingman concept. So everybody in the Air Force and in any branch of service is your wingman. But in the flight terms and basic, it's your flight, basically. And then your buddy that sleeps next to you, the next bed over to you, is called your actual, like your wingman, which means you're supposed to go everywhere with him and everything. You can't go to the bathroom alone. You really can't, basic. Like that concept, you just can't go to the bathroom alone at all. You can't go anywhere alone. So once you get to tech school, the freedom where he's like, I can go to the bathroom alone. I don't have to have anybody waiting outside the door for me. Oh my God, this is amazing. You have no idea. Not having somebody with you, being alone for once. But anyway, so we were getting appraisals done for our lockers and living area, and basically everything in the military has to be a certain way in basic. The bed, the hospital corners have to be 45 degrees. Your shoes have to be aligned properly. You have to be laced properly. Your shirts and everything have to be rolled and no lint, no strings on them or anything like that. So the appraisal is just be like, okay, you're wrong in everything you do. I mean, in basic, anything you did for the first week, 4 weeks, you were wrong. You're just wrong. Absolutely, it doesn't matter if you're right. You're wrong. Like it doesn't matter. But you basically were getting told that you're wrong and all this stuff, and that you need to fix it. Otherwise, you're gonna fail inspection. You're gonna get discharged eventually if you fail it like 3 times or something. I don't know. But something along those lines that was really serious. So my wingman that was right next to me, he was getting his inspection done or his appraisal. And I go up, I'm like right beside him, looking at what the MTI was saying and everything, and I just let one rip. One nasty, smelly fart just rip, but it was silent. So nobody knows where it come from if it was silent. It was totally silent, but it was smelled nasty. Like I backed up because it was that bad. Like even my own fart, I was like, no, I can't stay in that. Normally, if it's your fart, you're like, okay, I can see it. I can stay in this a little bit. It's not too bad. It's my own smell. It's my stink. But I just was like, I backed up. I was like, nope, not staying in this. The MTI's face, I shit you not, was just like, oh my God. Like, he just had this, like, disgusted look on his face. And he looked at my wingman and looked at him like, why would you do such a thing? And then he just went back to pulling his stuff out. And then he kind of became a little bit meaner after that. And then he just kept pulling his stuff out. And my wingman looked at me like, why would you do that, man? Like, that's messed up. Like, it was kind of messed up to do, but when you gotta, like in BMT especially, wherever you go in the dorm, everybody is crop dusting the hell out of you. So whenever you go to basic training, or if you ever go there, be prepared to be crop dusted like 24/7. Like you'll be working on your area, rolling a t-shirt or rolling socks or whatever you're doing, and somebody will come by and just crop dust the entire row just because they're walking by and just because they think it's funny. Like they'll do it. And a lot of it smells because the food there is not the best food for like a lot of it's like vegetables and stuff. Like it's healthy foods, but some of it, like the broccoli and stuff, will make your farts smell really, really, really bad. And it's just like, oh my God, like it's just like, okay, you need to go somewhere with yourself, and it's not here. What else? There's things that went on in the dorm that the MTIs probably don't know about. Like I think it was like 7th or 8th week of training. We were in the shower, and the way it worked was the old shower heads in the old dorms, they had like 10, but because I was in the new dorms that they've recently built in December and they're still building right now, um, I believe they had 26 shower heads. So 26 or something ridiculous like that for about 50 people. And so we were sitting there, and we didn't really have a time limit on a shower at this particular time. We probably did, but it really didn't matter because we weren't really doing anything afterwards. But me and this one guy decided to play a trick on one of our wingmen, one of our flight members, and he decided that he was going to shampoo his hair. So we shampooed it for him about 11 times before he realized that we were putting more shampoo. It wasn't even shampoo sometimes. Sometimes it was just body wash, just putting it in his hair, just because. And like he shampooed and rinsed it out like 11 times, and no joke. And he kept wondering why it come back. I was like, dude, you can get that shampoo out your hair. And he kept giving him a hard time. He's like, yeah, I know, it just won't come out. Every time I move back, it keeps coming back. And he did not realize until I like he looked at me for the 11th time, and I just started smiling. I couldn't control it anymore because this guy kept shampooing his hair like 11 times, and I'm just sitting there watching him. I'm like, oh my Lord, how do you not notice that somebody's putting shampoo in your hair at all? Like I don't get it. And before you say, oh, that's gay or whatever, like you learn just not to care if you're naked around other dudes in the shower. Like you get to the point where it doesn't even matter. And an MTI actually brought this up to us when we were sitting in class one day. It was, why do guys that are in basic talk to each other in the shower? He's like, I understand women, that's understandable, they talk all the time anyway, so that's understandable, for them to be talking in the shower. But why in the hell do I have guys talking in the shower? Like, can't they wait until they get out of the shower? And can you explain that to me? And he's like, don't act like y'all don't do it, because this was, I think it was in like the third or fourth week, so we're still getting kind of used to each other and everything. And it was we were talking in the shower, not like sitting there like, oh my god, how was your day, talking, but just like talking about random crap. And it went on for like it went throughout the rest of basic. But I guess it's a weird phenomenon that you get guys in the shower and they'll actually talk. Like, it wasn't like we were like, oh my god, or anything like that, but it was. I really can't explain it. You just have to go through that experience, and you'll understand and be like, well, it's not really gay. It's just we're talking. I don't know why we're talking, or why we feel the need to talk, and we can wait until we get out of the shower to talk. But you know what? That's just what we're doing. That's because that's what we feel like doing. Sometimes we were singing in the shower. We did do that. Singing some R. Kelly. We're singing I think one night in the latrine or in the shower, I think we ended up singing like 6 or 7 songs. Like, different people just started singing different songs, and like as soon as someone would run out of a song, like they would be done singing it or whatever. It wasn't the full like 3-minute song, because if you can remember that, congratulations, because basic, you have no music, no nothing. So we would sing in the shower, and someone singing like R. Kelly, somebody singing like To the Wall, or just random songs. It was freaking hilarious. And my duty in the latrine was to clean the mirrors. And that was my job throughout all entire basic. So all I did was basically clean the mirrors. Me and another dude, while we were on latrine duty, we were doing details. Me and him were freaking just singing in the latrine all the time. We were just like, we sang Toby Keith. I forget what song it is, but most Toby Keith songs are pretty patriotic anyway, how I want to say. But we were singing a pretty patriotic song, and I just thought that was funny. We sang it almost every night just because of it, and people liked it. And oh yeah, another thing that went on in the freaking bathrooms was people. Okay, during, I think, 8th week, I think this started. I think this 7th week's going on to 8th week. This started. People started playing battleships. If you've ever played battleships, it's very similar to battleships, except for a couple of things. Battleships, the board can change size. There's a couple of variable options that you can choose. It's on a piece of paper. And number 2, you're playing with a partner while you're both on a toilet. On separate toilets, obviously, because the same toilet, that'd just be weird, If you're going to play battleships, you're going to play on other toilets. I never actually played battleships. I really can't admit that I can. I did. That'd be kind of cool if I did. But I never actually ended up getting to play battleships. But it was just weird. It's a very similar game. I just thought that was weird. One of the other weird things that went on in basic. But if you want to hear more about basic and military in general, please subscribe to me. Please like and favorite the video and leave a comment telling me how I did. That's the only way I can improve and listen and talk to you guys, because I definitely enjoy interacting with my subscribers. And make sure you go follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook. But that'll be it for now. So peace out.